What is the dumbest thing you've ever seen a man do to prove their manhood? This one kid at my old school let a bee to prove he wasn't scared of them. I'll bet he was after he tried that shit. Narrator: turns out there were plenty of reasons to be scared of bees. There's actually no reason to be scared of a bee unless you do stupid shit to it. Wasps on the other hand, wasps, nature's assholes. Knew a dude who said oven mitts are for pussies and then proceeded to grab a hot pizza tray out of the oven barehanded. This is the dumbest one I read. You read the one about the guy and the crocodile, right? Edit: look at all these people arguing that a hot pan is more dangerous than a 3 meters croc. At least that guy was drunk. It is possible to wrestle with an alligator and win. It is not possible to, without any protection, grab a sheet of metal that has been heated to 200 degrees Celsius, and not burn the fuck out of your hand. I once said no brain no pain in cooking class and proceeded to put a burning tray away with my bare hands. The thing which confused me most, least is I ended up feeling no pain. You burnt your nerve endings so bad that you can't feel pain anymore. 2000 degrees, Mick. Hot enough to turn steel into butter. It won't hurt at first, it's too hot, you see? The flame sears the nerve endings shut, killing them, and all you feel is cold. Isn't science fun, Mickey? Worked with a few chefs who did this all the time. They literally had no feeling in their hands and would walk around with a 200-degree gastro tray for longer than necessary to prove it. I must admit, I thought it was pretty cool. I worked in a bakery and one of the women there would lift the metal trays from the donut fryer barehanded. I didn't like holding them for too long even with gloves on because the heat was so intense. The nerves in your hands literally get shot. I have it to a small degree from washing dishes in the hottest water. It looks badass until they realize they can no longer detect when they're getting second-degree burns or higher. Can confirm. I've worked with a lot of hot metal in the past and my hands are pretty heat resistant. Recently I was cooking pancakes and fucked up a flip, with some of it landing on my thumb. I didn't want to lose the pancake, so I calmly put it back in the pan and thought nothing of it. That is, until about 30 minutes later when I noticed a couple big boils forming. Jump off a balcony onto an uneven, rocky hillside. The first time he did it, he only got a few scrapes. Second time, he broke his leg and wouldn't admit he needed medical attention until 24 hours later when he passed out from the pain. Technically passing out isn't admittance. What a well-placed comment this was. Man here, I concur. He didn't tap out. Real men don't need crutches, god damn it. Crawls on the ground dragging his broken leg like a limp penis. How could the women resist such charm? Probably wasn't a dry panty in the hospital when they rolled his unconscious ass in. They had to kick all the women out and put sandbags around the hospital to prevent it from flooding. Coming from a server, man literally said he didn't need or want help. Maybe he didn't want to share the tip, who knows bro. Anyway, carried 15 drinks on one tray with 2 full coffee pots and broke every single glass. Did not see that man after that shift. Tried to do this all with one hand. I was at a packed comedy show last year. It was the late show, so this is round 2 for the staff and they seemed very understaffed based on the service. There were 2 guys sitting across us at our table and this waitress starts getting shaky with one of those serving trays completely loaded with mixed drinks. There could have been 20 drinks on that thing. It all came crashing down and the dude across from us got soaked. After that they avoided our table like the plague. One worker walked by while we were waiting for towels and asked what happened and the dude told her and she laughed. Can't believe the dude didn't lose his shit. Try to ride an alligator. A friend in Florida told me about their Florida man who saw a manatee laying the edge of a river. Seeking to show off, he decided to jump from the bank above, 4-5 feet up, and try to land on its back. What he didn't know is it was dead and bloated. He basically pierced it in the center, landing on the bottom of the river. When he stood up to scream, it was all over his face. Honestly, he deserved it and that was the best possible outcome. Yeah, People shouldn't just jump on unexpected animals. I'm pretty sure it's still illegal to even interact with manatees. They were endangered but now they're just threatened. Been illegal for a while to interact with them. Yeah, some adults can be 2,000 pounds plus. Also it's just a dick move and they're protected in Florida. Americans aren't that fat, surely. A jury is still out. I think this is the best outcome tbh. If it had been alive he could have broken its bones and it would have slowly starved to death. Or he would have been attacked by a manatee. You really do not want to fight a manatee. Fuckers can weigh like a ton. I don't think even Dwayne Johnson can fight a car and win. I won't take bets on that, though. I'd be uncomfortable fighting him even behind the wheel of a car. Shoot a bottle rocket out of his ass crack. Hold TF up. Oh yeah, we used to do this for sure lol, except it would get stuck sometimes. I knew of a dude in the army that dangled his testicles over a fiery ant hill in Fort Benning, Georgia. Those fire ants will kill a mouse or a lizard instantly. He was hospitalized for a long time and did not finish training with us. Moral of the story, don't teabag an anthill. That's one way to get out of the army. Light his balls on fire. I feel like that's more destroying your manhood rather than proving it. How else can he prove that he had balls of steel if he used jet fuel? Refused to say the word selfie. Dude called it a selfos because selfie sounded too girly. I know what I'm calling it from now on to annoy the shit out of younger people. I'm gonna call it a selfer. Hey, let's take a selfer. Get branded, edit. Fraternities do it. My ex has 2 brands on his pelvis and 1 on his chest. His frat bro has 24, including his tongue. Others find out too late that they don't scare like normal, they colloid, which is like a bubbly looking scar tissue growing over where the brand was supposed to be. He had to have surgery to remove it, turn green and pus filled while healing and left with huge ugly scars. My ex bought his sister a brand with their last name so she could brand the soles of her boots. Don't know why. We lived in a major city, not Trantland, but whatever. A couple months later we were hanging at her place, and I was the only sober one. I had work in the morning. I look over and they're heating the brand on the stove. I tried talking him, and her, out of it, but nope. 20 minutes later she branded his forearm and they sent me home with burn ointment to take care of him. It wasn't a manly thing but it was still dumb as hell, and he still has the brand. Did we go to high school together? Highly likely this is the same person who thinks out drinking others means something. Light his arm on fire, with lighter fluid. He had to have skin grafts. Yikes. Dumbass. Smart people use alcohol. Snort paprika. Edit. Thought this would be a throwaway comment and have to say I'm blown away by the amount of stupid shit you guys have snorted before. You're all complete morons and absolute legends. Thanks for the laughs, and RIP to all of your noses. I once knew a person who in college, that's UK college not US college, who would legit snort anything that people dared him to snort just to see their effects on him. List of things he snorted off the top of my head: and salt, pepper, sugar, cookie crumbs, basically any spice in dust form people could get their hands on, various liquids, and pretty much anything else you could crumble up. Worse out of all of them, weirdly for him, was the cookie crumbs. Dude looked like he was gonna die after snorting those. I remember a tourist local fought a crocodile once to get a girl's number. He lost, but somehow the girl still agreed to a date. It wasn't a crocodile if he lost and could still go on the date. I would have thought the same thing if it wasn't for the news report. Correction, he was a local, trying to impress a tourist. Haha fuck, I remember seeing an interview with this dude and he sounded exactly like the type of person I imagined fighting a croc to impress a girl. Dumb as a box of hammers. ... Bloody insane story to tell his grandkids though. Edit. Just realized the video of the interview is on the link. It's just as I remember, hahaha.